Hello guys. So I haven't posted in a while because I don't know. I kept making videos and then not liking how they turned out, so then I didn't post them. But it's a really nice day outside, and so I thought I'd come outside while my husband's sleeping and do a video. And also, when I feel like doing videos, my husband is home, and then I feel weird doing videos around him, so I haven't really been making any videos. But there's a dog watching me. Hopefully, it doesn't start barking. Anyways, so I've been slowly accumulating stuff to do face-ups, which is very exciting. And I got my color pencils. I got a 24-pack of Derwent color pencils. And I got the face respirator. And I got some pastels and other little odds and ends things. And I also ordered the MSC at the beginning of March, and I'm still waiting for it to get here. If I had known it was going to take so long, I would have ordered it first. But didn't know that. I guess it's all part of the experience. Anyway, so I also got some nail polish remover, and I started working on Arabella, and I took off her lipstick because I didn't like the blue. And I think having her lips all pale kind of helps with her ghostly thing that she's got going on. And I took off all her, it's kind of cold, so I'm kind of shivering. I should have put pants on. I have shorts on though. I'm not pantsless in the backyard. Anyways, I took all of her like stitches and stuff off, and I took her bolts off her neck and off her legs, and I made her this little nightgown, which I think I'll post pictures of. So yeah, I thought it turned out really cute. It's all scrunchy at the top. I really like this. Is for version 2.0. My first version I messed up on and I had to make a new one, but I thought it was turning out pretty good. And I also want to talk a little bit more about her character and Lawrence, because I've been thinking about Lawrence a lot lately, mostly because I've been listening to a lot of royal history podcasts, and so I've been getting really inspired for him. And I'm thinking that Arabella and him are going to be in the same universe. I'm thinking that they're gonna have like their summer cottage that they go to in the summer. Obviously, when it's too hot in the city, they'll go out to the country where it's cooler, and that's where she lives. Like her ghostness lives in the cottage. She doesn't live in the castle because she's not royalty, but she is nobility. Like, I think she'll be kind of like distantly related to Lawrence and Theodore, but I'm like really cold. I'm trying not to shiver, but it's cold. Like nice but cold at the same time. Anyways, so she'll live in the house. She'll haunt their little cottage house, and I think she'll be kind of like Theodore. Like, she'll like him because he reminds her of her lost love, but Theodore doesn't ever see her because he's not intuitive like that. But Lawrence, because he's really like sensitive and introverted and stuff, sometimes he sees her, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he sees her whenever he's out in the moors, I think I'm gonna call them that. I don't know yet. In like the grassy, hilly part of the country. Like, sometimes he'll see her like ghostliness, but he doesn't realize it's a ghost. He just kind of like sees her go by, and then I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And I'm changing the story of Lawrence, I think, making it more interesting and not so one-dimensional. I'm thinking for him that, like, because I was gonna have his dad be like a tyrant, but now I'm thinking that it was kind of like I don't know. There's not much to that. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, and his dad's evil. Like, he's mustache twirling evil, and that's not very interesting. So I was thinking he might be more like, I was listening to a podcast about Lord Byron, and he was an interesting fella, and that kind of inspired me, like, um, for Lawrence's dad. I'm thinking that his dad's not even going to be king, that his mom actually inherited the throne, and that his dad is king regent, and that whenever his mom goes crazy, he'll put her away and be like, the queen is ill, I'm ruling in her place, which is all true, you know, but he has her sent away, and then I had it all figured out. I should have written it down. I need to write these things down. And I told my husband about it, and then now it's not as solidified. Like, it's all in there. I just need to put it all on paper. Maybe I'll write a blog about it. That sounds like a good idea. Anyways, so whenever she's sent away and he's ruling in her place, that's when he starts seeing the mistress, and but he's not king, so he can't like have the queen executed, because the way that the inheritance goes, like, if the queen dies, he'll lose his power completely, and all the inheritance will go to the boys. It will go to Theodore first and then Lawrence. So he keeps her alive, just locked away, and then he has Lawrence and Theodore sent to the summer cottage, where he lives with Martha and all that stuff. And I think that Lawrence won't like hate his dad. I think that Theodore and Lawrence won't hate their dad. They'll just they'll have respect for him because he's a good politician, but they're also terrified of him because he's kind of ruthless, but not evil like I had him be before. He's just like, he's a man who's interested in his own gains, and so I'm like shivering. It's cold. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not sure how it's gonna be with the infant king part, because I still want them to have, I still want the king and the queen, or the mistress, to have a child, and that the king dies, and then, or the king regent dies, and then the mistress is trying to get her infant son on the throne, even though he's a bastard and he's not even related to the queen. I'm not sure how it's all gonna work out. I'm thinking she's just gonna like when the king dies, people are like, well, the queen is crazy, we can't have her be our queen, so who's gonna be the queen? Well, the king regent, he was really like the king, so my son deserves to be the king now. And she's gonna have her faction, and they're gonna battle against Theodore and his faction. And Lawrence, of course, will be rooting for his brother and kind of be lost in the middle, because he's just like, screw politics. This stuff is horrible and has ruined my life and has ruined my mother's life, all for the stupid power and everything. So I'm thinking that, though it would be interesting if his mom wasn't crazy, and if she was but if she was like falsely imprisoned, that would be cool too. But I kind of am liking the idea that she's bonkers. Like, if you guys have seen the movie Chaplin, Geraldine Chaplin plays Charles Chaplin's mom. She plays her own grandma, and her kind of crazy, where she's like lucid in some parts and like totally just like, what? She's crazy. Like, she has this scene where she has these crackers and she like starts crunching them up in her hands, and then she just sprinkles them on her head. And I was like, that's gonna be Lawrence's mom. She's gonna be just like that. But now I'm kind of like, maybe she's not crazy and she's gonna like try to fight for Theodore to become king. I don't know. I think I still want her to be crazy. I'm still deciding. I need to write it all out, the new stuff out, so that I don't forget it. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. I've been thinking a lot about it, and we're getting our taxes, and I was like, I could get Lawrence like right now, but that would be like all of my part of the taxes because we're getting an apartment soon. So I'm like, after the taxes, I'm only gonna have a little bit left. And I was like, well, I could spend all of my taxes and get Lawrence, but I've already have like 5 Monster High dolls sitting in the back room waiting for me to purchase them, which is gonna be like $100. And then I have my tattoo I'm getting next week, which is gonna be $100. So probably not getting Lawrence right now. Though I was very tempted. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I was thinking, well, maybe next year I can get him, but now I'm like, well, I think next year I'd rather go to Disneyland because I love Disney and I've never been to Disneyland. So that kind of needs to happen. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to talk about because it's been 11 minutes now and it's going to take a very long time for this video to upload. But I will also upload with this video some pictures that I took of Arabella because I thought they turned out pretty good. So I will talk to you all later. Bye.